Yo, we got to talk about this, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I don't know if you guys noticed this, right? But Marty Mart hasn't dropped a video in 2 weeks, man. He has not dropped a video in 2 weeks. Now, I know today he just dropped a video a couple hours ago, right? It was only today that he dropped the video, but it's almost been 2 weeks. That is very, very, very suspicious, man. That is very, very suspicious because that whole incident with CJ on 32's and his girlfriend in his house, that's practically 2 weeks ago now. It's closing in on 2 weeks, and Marty Mart has not dropped a video in 2 weeks. And supposedly, that was CJ on 32 security, man. That is his armed security, right? That butler, that was the security, right? I'm sure you guys know that, right? He's the one that's packing heat around CJ on 32s everywhere. CJ on 32 goes, Marty Mart goes, right? Unless he's in Texas, then he's got a group of different other guys, right? But in Illinois, it was your boy, the butler, Marty Mart. So it's been 2 weeks, man. Something is not adding up, man. We're going to check out Mr. Skinny TV, man. He dropped this video. CJ on 32's is in big trouble. CJ on 32's is in big trouble, man. Shout out to Mr. Skinny TV, man. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. He dropped a couple different videos already on CJ on 32's incident, this home invasion. So we're going to check out all the videos he dropped. We're going to drop reaction videos on them. But this one right here, man, he's in big trouble. So let's get into this, man.
We've had a whole bunch of news, man, since this here CJ on 32 stuff has released. But before we get into this here, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I always keep it real over here. No cap in my rap. And I let y'all know, man, when these celebrities on here doing that BS. Now, seems like 32 Gang has a bunch of glazers, you know, a bunch of 30 to 50-year-olds living in their mama basement, living off their woman, got Vaseline and all on these here OnlyFans sites and stuff like that.
They love that CJ peanut milk, man. They addicted to that CJ's peanut milk, man. I think CJ on 32's might need to start selling some peanut milk, man. I'm sure some of these guys that love watching CJ would drink that peanut milk, man, because they be definitely drinking it up in the comment section. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but in the comment section, they be trying to lick, man. They be trying to slurp on that shit.
In my comments, bro. In my comments. Like, I'm the one capping. Like, I'm the one capping, bro. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy, and it just shows how naive y'all are, man. Y'all got CJ on 32's. All he does is wear fake Cartier jewelry. Fake Cartier jewelry. He walks around impregnating these here young girls. And y'all look up to him. This is crazy work, but now he's gotten himself in some trouble. He's gotten himself into some trouble, y'all. He's gotten himself into some trouble.
And you know what's so crazy is, like, he'll say, like, he ain't beefing with nobody, but, bro, like, you got all these girls pregnant, you got kids with them, then you ain't taking care of them, then they expose you on social media. So you don't think, like, and I'm not saying that's what's going on, but a lot of them girls, like, it ain't no church girls that CJ on 32's be messing with. He be going after them strippers, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Them girls are not what we think they are, right? And it's not the kind of profile that he builds up for himself, all about peace and positivity. It's like, bro, you've been doing some fugazi shit. Like, that's some adultery. That's, like, out of wedlock. It's, like, all over the place. So I'm sure you got issues with some of these baby moms, and they be messing around with other dudes, and them other dudes got some issues with you. So it ain't all cream and butter.
I'm happy for it. You see, he lied to law enforcement. Before we get into that, though, we have found out who is the dude who got unalived, bro. We found out the dude who got unalived, bro. The dude who got unalived's name was Shelby Hurd from Chicago after he broke into a home on Juliet's west side of Illinois. This here's a former mugshot of him. This is the guy who broke into CJ on 32's home with a screwdriver. And his girl unalived him, allegedly. And CJ on 32's is trying to take credit. And then you have these little dweebs that be, I'm 32 gang, I'm 32 gang, I'm 32 gang. They brag and tell me, yeah, yeah, CJ the one pulled the trigger. He just said that. So
Damn, man, I gotta start using that shit. Dweebs, man, them little dweebs, man. Oh, man, this is crazy, man. This is funny, too.
wouldn't get in trouble. Well, it's not that easy. It's not that easy, and I'm going to get into that. This man here is a habitual burglar. He's a habitual robber. What happened to him was supposed to happen to him. What happened to him should happen to anybody that tries to run up in anybody's place and establishment and try to take something that doesn't belong to them. But it's a little bit...
So we all agree, because you get these people that are brainwashed, man. They so brainwashed, talking about, oh, well, what happened? Yeah, it don't even matter if it's this guy, right? It don't matter, like, if it's any other person that goes into somebody's house and they're not authorized to go in there. Like, your ass don't belong in there. Your ass clearly in the wrong. Like, whatever happens. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just the fact that this story sounds hella fishy, man. The shit sounds hella fishy. It's all the different steps that happen that just are all over the place. CJ on 32's posted a video. And that's the other thing I don't get, right? Like, he'll say he don't want to talk about it, right? I don't want to talk about it, guys, right? We'll let the police handle it. Then why did you bring it on the internet? Why did you bring it on the internet? Ain't nobody going to go looking for it on the internet. Nobody was going to go looking for it. He put it up on social media. He put it on his Instagram. If you don't want to talk about it, which clearly he does, he loves talking about it. He clout chasing off of it. He's made like 6 videos about it. So let's stop with that psychological brainwashing tactics, right? But I think it was like the first video, he said he ain't going to talk about it. Then why did you bring it on the internet to begin with? You brought it on the internet, and now we're talking about it, because that's exactly what happens. When you bring shit on the internet, it stays on the internet, and people will have different opinions about it. Different opinions, especially when the shit don't make any sense. None of it makes any sense at all. It's not what happened or what could have happened, and in situations like this and that. Like I said, if somebody's not allowed in your house and X, Y, and Z gets taken down, makes sense. That makes sense. This shit does not make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then when you say, oh, I don't want to talk about it, then you posted the damn shit on the internet.
More complex than that. What would y'all say if I told you CJ on 32's set this here guy up? Basically sacrificed this guy. You don't believe me? Oh, well, according to my sources, and they not wrong, according to my sources, an associate of CJ on 32's tipped this guy off that nobody would be at the house.
You know, man, I'm starting to really, like, what Mr. Skinny is saying, man, I'm starting to really think he got a point, man. He definitely got a point, because, man, it's just like, I don't know, man. It seems like every couple months, man, CJ's got some issue with somebody robbing him, man. It is starting to seem like it's like insurance money is something, man. Something is really fishy going on, man. It seems like every couple months, 5, 6 months, I don't know how many months in between, but it's like every so often he'll come out with a story like this, right? And it's starting to seem like this shit is an inside job, man. It's starting to seem like it's an inside job. The shit don't make no sense about the screwdriver. Like, especially when you got a guy that, like this guy right here, who's a career criminal doing this kind of shit. Like, it's almost like his specialty. It's like, bro, like, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. The screwdriver's not making sense. It's starting to seem like what Mr. Skinny is saying. The whole thing, like, it's starting to seem like it's an inside job. Sounds like people in CJ's circle must have planned this with dude. Something is not adding up. And the fact that this shit keeps happening over and over and over again, I mean, I'm starting to think there might be some insurance money in it. Something fishy is going on. There's something really fishy. Something smells like a fish. I remember when he said the Lambo got broken into or some shit. Like, bro, like, how are people... That mall is so huge. Any mall is huge. Who's going to go around unless they know exactly when he's going to show up at the mall, what time he's going to show up at the mall, where he's going to park at the mall? Like, there's so many details, like, that have to be, like, closely monitored. It's like, how would they know CJ's going to show up, like, on Tuesday at 6 o'clock? Who's going to know that? Who's going to go around the mall every day, like, just going from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 10, or whatever the mall opening hours, closing out? Bro, it's starting to seem really, really fishy. This shit don't make no sense at all. And now that's happening more and more often. It just seems something is off.
At that time on Friday night, and for him to go in there. That's why this guy was not armed. That's why this guy was not armed. CJ on 32 wants to go viral so bad that he took CJ So Cool's story about him getting robbed. I want my sacrifice to man. Now this man here is a piece of shit. He's a robber, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't go down like that.
Yeah, and then it almost feels like dude was like hired, man. Like they must have known his profile or something like that, and they just hired him for the job and told him, like, bro, this house is not going to be, ain't nobody going to be there, and you can go there from this day, this time. Because, like I said, it's starting to seem like it's a pattern now. Like this is what I was saying earlier, right? Like, who's going to know that CJ is at the mall and he's going to be driving his Lambo there? Like, nobody's going to know, like, what day. Because when he posts videos, when he posts on social media, the shit is delayed. It's either, like, a couple days after the shit already happened. More than likely, it's like that, right? It's like 3-4 days after he already did the shit. So it's not like anybody watching the videos is going to be able to figure out, oh, dude was there at this day and time, right? So it's starting to seem more like an inside job. People in his circle, people really, really close to him might be they're backstabbers. I mean, this wouldn't be anything different because 32 Gang has been backstabbing CJ So Cool. So it seems like backstabbing is just part of the nature of the job or some shit like that. I don't know. But it is weird, right? How the people broke into the Lambo. You tell me at this mall, they knew exactly the day and time he's going to be at the mall, and they know where the car was parked. Like, come on now. It's not making sense. And then the other one before that one didn't make sense. The one before that one didn't make sense. This one definitely don't make no sense. A screwdriver, it's not making sense. There's no way this shit makes any sense.
It didn't go down like that, bro. It did not go down like that. If y'all not familiar with everything, police takes ballistic tests. Now, this man here got unalive from home evading.
And I don't even, like, I don't know, man. I don't even believe the police now. Like, because it seemed like CJ's got a couple of them officers in his payroll. Like, a lot of them, there's a couple of those officers that are, like, buddies with him or something like that. And I don't know if that dude, I could be mistaken, man. Get in that comment section. But that little buddy, right, that little kid, right, that got the, is it a car wash business or car detailing business? I thought that little dude was one of the kids of one of the officers. So it's not, something is, like I said, some shit ain't adding up.
If he was dumb enough to get set up and he got unalived, okay. But the story that's going around is that CJ on 32's girl was hiding in a closet, and then when he came by or whatever, she came out with the baby blasting. Great story. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, who doesn't want a woman to protect her child? I know I do, but the problem comes.
The story is definitely good, and that's what the headlines are pushing, and that's what people are like, oh, we support. Yeah, that's not, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if I picked up a newspaper or went online and I saw an article that said a mother protects her child against a burglar and popped off dude in the dome, it sounds like a great story, because it is a great story. It's empowering women to defend themselves against people that are intruders. Beautiful story, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But is that really the story? Or is that the story they want you guys to believe? And then when you start like looking at all the different steps and then looking at previous situations, you start noticing there's patterns in this stuff. Like, it's just like some of this stuff is not adding up.
Then where CJ on 32's is trying to take credit for another woman's body, bro. Another woman's body. And then you have these here stupid 32 gang people up here applauding that. That's fraud. That's fraud. Look, one or two things happen. Either damn CJ on 32's was present when it all went down, and he did it, which, like I say, the police take ballistic tests. When you fire a weapon, no matter how hard you try to scrub your hands or whatever, it's somehow the police can tell that you fired a weapon. So I'm pretty sure they did that, right?
Well, that's only if they actually did their job, right? And like I said, man, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on that, man, because we know CJ is cool with some of these officers. He's got a couple of them dudes like around him. He might be paying them off. Who knows, right? But he's definitely cool with a bunch of these officers. And I'm starting to believe that I don't know if that's the kid, right? But I seen a bunch of comments talking about one of them officers' kids, like CJ bought him a trailer or he bought him something or invested in something. So get in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys, what was that all about, right? I know I seen comments about it like months ago when it happened, but this shit didn't happen months ago, so it didn't really seem like something that was all that important, like if he bought somebody a trailer or whatever he did. But I don't know, man. I'm 50-50 on whether the officers even did anything at all. Unless they just went with the beautiful story that you guys seen on the news. And it's a beautiful story because it empowers women to stand up. Like the story, there's nothing wrong with it. And the idea, there's nothing wrong with it. Somebody breaks into your house, not supposed to be there. You defended yourself. You popped them off. It sounds the way it should always come out, right? It sounds like a good story. It sounds like women taking action, people taking action. And it's honestly something that's should happen. It should happen. Things like this should happen to eliminate other people from making the same stupid mistakes. People should not be breaking into other people's houses. So there's no disagreement with that. We can all agree that this shit should not be happening. Nobody should be breaking into your house and trying to steal your shit. Whether it's a woman in there or a man in there or whoever is in there, you protect your shit because that's your shit. They're not supposed to be in there. But this story sounds fishy. This shit sounds fishy. This story ain't adding up. And he made several videos where it seemed like he did it and he willing to take the rap for it and the consequences and deal with all the after effects. So something ain't adding up.
One, right? That's one scenario. If he did it and then put it on his woman, then he's a bitch. He's a bitch. He's going to damn prison for lying, right? Well, nah, if he did it and he put it on his woman, he's a liar. He's a liar. And you did what you were supposed to do. You don't get no points for offing somebody when you're supposed to off them. Stop it, man. But now here's the other scenario that people are going with. This is the other scenario that people are going with. That his girl did it and he wasn't home. If his girl did it and he wasn't home, then he's a bitch. He's taking credit for another woman's head tap, bro. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And you got these here crazy dudes back and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If y'all think that she did it, then y'all are crazy. Well, then keep up that logic, because if she didn't do it, then he lied to the police and he is going to jail. Yeah. He lied to the police and he is going to jail. And he should go to jail. You know why? Because he set this whole thing up. He set this whole thing up. So you think it's just a coincidence that CJ, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why, all of y'all watch content and then people who create content. If you don't know a play when you see one, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a play, man. There's too many red flags. The whole thing makes no sense. The way he posted about it when it first happened, like, they said this shit happened like at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Then he posted about it like literally 2 hours later. So when he posted 2 hours later, he was probably in the house probably an hour before, taking the pictures, then posting it on social media, then deleting it, then making a video talking about shit went down at his house and there's consequences. Make it seem like he actually was the one that did it, right? That's what, like, if you guys saw the video he posted, that little story feed post, right? I'm sure you guys seen it 100 different times now. It would seem like he's the one that did it. He didn't even give credit to his girl until the articles came out. And then honestly, nobody was looking for the articles. Like, even if you look at the articles, they weren't even getting traction. It was only getting traction because he put it out there. And now he's acting like he don't want to talk about it. But then you put it out there and you don't want people to talk about it. So you shouldn't have said anything at all. You should have just kept it off the internet, right? I don't know. It's just, it's all over the place. And then, like I said in previous video, the whole thing with the screwdriver seems like bizarre. Because this is a guy that's done this, like, he's a career criminal or whatever you guys want to call it. He has a rap sheet of doing the same exact type of crime. So it's just weird that he would show up with a screwdriver. So it's just starting to seem like this shit is an inside job.
No, but I want y'all to have this here same energy when this here clown goes to prison. Because he's broke. Y'all sat there and believe in his fake jewelry. Y'all believe in these here cars that he gets, that they just give him to promote. Y'all believe in all this shit, but y'all don't believe that he's a...
I don't even think he's gonna go to jail. I think they're gonna try to cover it all up. I think he's got connections in that city. He's from that city. He's been in that city for a long time. I'm sure he's cool with a lot of these officers. Like, I'm sure he's got good networking down there. I'm sure, and he's got money. So I'm pretty sure they're going to try to cover this whole thing up. And the fact they already started renovating pretty much as soon as the next day. As soon as this thing happened, the next day, it looks like the construction and the renovation started. So it's starting to seem like it's a planned inside job, and now they're just trying to cover it up. Like, the whole thing looks sketchy.
Deadbeat dad. He doesn't take care of his kids. He's running around here impregnating girls 20 years younger than him, 20 to 25 years younger than him. And he's not taking care of the babies. And y'all are in here saying, yay, yay, he took somebody's life. Bruh. He took out a smoker, bruh. But, hey, man, when you got these here little kids in the comments, and then you have these here grown men who live in their mama's basement and all of that, they'll believe anything, bro. This here is what I'm saying, bro. CJ on 32's, quit lying and taking accountability for bodies that don't belong to you. That's a bitch move.
Exactly. So why did he not, if he knew all along that he had nothing to do with it and his girl was the one that popped dude, so why didn't he not, that very first clip he posted on his story feed, right, that 20-second clip outside the house with the yellow tape, why didn't he just say his girl popped dude off? I mean, if it was going to come out on the news, it means that you told him that. Why did he not give credit to his girlfriend? Why did it seem like he was getting all the credit for it? So the whole thing seems sketchy, man. This shit seems really, really sketchy. But get in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys go check out the rest of this video on Mr. Skinny TV's channel. He dropped a couple more videos. We're going to react to those as well. Yeah, man. So let me know what you guys think.